Hello everyone. What is going on? My camera's not working again. Happy days. I love when technology doesn't want to work. There we go. Just have to deactivate and activate it in OBS, and now it's working. Strange one. Anyhow, welcome along everyone. A few technical issues. We were in the server and then Axelson joined and it locked us both up. So we're just going through and reconnecting. He's back in. And we are 84% loading in, so we should be there momentarily. So appreciate a little bit of patience. I'm gonna have to sit here and watch the loading screen. There we go, 100%. So we'll get these shaders compiled and then we'll be able to jump in into some corn harvest. I'm looking forward to this actually. These fields in Gage are pretty unique, so it'll be kind of interesting to see how they go. But also, Happy New Year to everyone who hasn't caught us live stream on a Sunday, because this is the first one we've done this year. This is the first one since what do we do? We were Renaboo doing our silage just before Christmas. There's a little bit of a community event, so that's nice to be back. Hard to wake up this morning when the alarm went off, but anyhow, we're up now and we are into it. So wait for these shaders to compile. And we'll be good to go. Anyhow, hello everyone, welcome along. Martin's, good to see you. Axelson, hello. Getting a Discord to you. The Thomas Trio, welcome along. Good to see you. Tim Maslin, how you doing, mate? Nice to see you as well. Happy New Year to my friend. I'm doing good, thank you. Finally seeing some sun, like it's meant to be summer. It's been beautiful last few days. After what was a pretty average January, really. Of course, it's February. Happy 1st of February, already 1 month into the new year. Again, that is crazy too. Right, let's just finish a couple of things. We've got Scott in here too. It's nice, I didn't realise, maybe we had, I tell you what would have happened, we would have Axelson and Scott would have been trying to log in at exactly the same time, and that's probably what caused our sync issues. Anyhow, welcome along to Gage Kentucky, multiplayer server here. I'm going to say a huge thank you actually to Scott / Lost for Time, and then Scott Kiwi from here in New Zealand, who have been the driving force behind this farm. I've spent a lot of time on here over the last month or so. I played on it over the holidays when I was away. Just jumped in and seeded a field, and I think we only had 3 fields at that stage, but now we're running quite a decent operation. Got a look at the map, see what we're going to be doing. But basically, if you're familiar with the map, I think we owned maybe these 2 fields and this field when I was here last. Now got all of this chunk of farm pretty much. I'm skipping a little bit there, and yeah, lots being done. There is a big loan. Finances page. Okay, it's at the top under the loan page. There's a decent sized loan, $2.7 million, in the process of being paid off. But at the same time, it's quite a value of product, $3 million of stuff sitting there. So big chunk of soybeans down there from a harvest. And a whole lot of corn there as well. So come January, and we're about to harvest some more corn. Come January, that loan will probably be a long way to being wiped out. Pretty cool. So definitely good to see. Job today, main job. Like I said, I'm looking forward to this as this map still loads in. That Axelson or Scott Axelson flying around and loading shaders and fields and that with a bit of light mode. But we're going to be up here in field 45. It's just north of the yard. Got a big crop of corn. Get in there and chop, and if we get that done, 118 over here, which is sunflowers, that's also ready to harvest. So the map's still loading in, do its thing. So let's go and find some equipment. It's a green farm, so I've got the green hat on. Today. So let's jump over here. 6R, 7R, 8R sitting in there. Got the sprayer, the good old custom modding one. Again, excuse me as shaders load in for me. And then in here, where the big green machine is, not a truck I use much actually, the Phoenix by 82 Studios. A roper there, but that's what we'll be running today. The S790 got the folding corn head there, which is kind of handy. So go about getting some things set up and started with. Open a door at a time. Here we go. Right, let's jump up in the combine. Start heading over to the field. The other thing we're doing today is back on the steering wheel, so let's see how this goes. We are, what are we sitting at? I was looking at the ping before, just under 100 milliseconds on the server, so behaves itself nice. see. And hopefully these textures will load in. We'll be good to go. Oh, is that because of the row crop? It's just saying the texture loading takes a while, so I suppose with the row crop textures, isn't it? Right. Alright, good afternoon to you, Randy. How you doing? Good to see you, mates. Mr. Haythornthwaite, pleasure to have you here. I hope you're doing well. Chad, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you. Welcome along. G'day, Hanson. How you doing, my friend? Alright, let's have a look here. Farming GB, good to catch your stream for a change. Can't be long. Liverpool, Newcastle kicks off at 8. Ooh, that's going to be an interesting one. Liverpool can't catch a break at the moment, can they? Be interesting to see what happens. Alright, let's see, can we get our way out of here? See the door. Mindful of the fact we've got a big wide jewels on this, so what a beast. Blind backing. Curb view on this? No, we don't have curb view. I got all the way out except for the getter. Right. Right. A little bit of maneuvering, we should be good. There we go. Needed someone standing on that left door. Give me some direction. Alright, how's things farming? Good to see you, mate. Alright, you have a good adventure doing whatever you're doing, Tim. Sure it'll be a blast. Although I see Florida and Myriad, you know, the US has been getting a bit cold. Snow in Dallas. A big storm hitting the east coast at the moment. I see that correctly? Anyhow, I hope you guys all stay safe. Everyone in the US, I hope you're not too affected by the weather. Morning, Bo. How you doing, mate? Good to see you. How did Floyd get on with his first day at school? Hope all went well. Floyd, if you're there watching, good morning to you, mate. Hope you had a good first day. Alright. Let's have a look here. I know my camera's a little bit off center. I need to try and figure out what's going on with that. Let's just have a quick play. I did go that way, go that way, go that way. I need to spend some time on overlays and things like that with the camera. With my whole setup, actually, it's getting a bit... I think it's getting a bit bloated. A lot of time with the same things. Right, now, like I said, we're in the... It's up and down. And these buttons. Now what's up? Let's just cycle through. Would have been that one. A fold. Sworn it's normally that. Oh, just that button. Here we go. Alright, let's get into here. Now we will try and set up some steering assist, but it'll be interesting to see how that all goes. Now the one thing actually, that's loud. Out of my ear, hopefully it's not too bad for you guys. The one thing I sort of jump out a little bit for is to get the whole row crop experience that we've got going on this map, on this server. Okay, I don't know whether I think they keep the corn stalks. I haven't seen any corn stalk bales in the setup. Oh, Scott actually. Oops. Comes the old microphone. Right, let's see if we can set up some guidance on this. Look here. Try and do 2 headlands at least. Just at least to get around the field. Let's see, just having a good think because it's such a complicated field. How you doing, Elder? Good to see you. Have I been keeping an eye on the first F1 test? Yeah, a little bit, Mark. Seeing what I can see. It looks interesting. Mercedes certainly have come out of the box. Certainly seem, from the times that have been shared and things like that, definitely seem like a car to beat at the moment, but of course, you know, testing's about miles and not necessarily going out there and putting down your fastest lap or anything, so it'll be interesting to see once they get to Bahrain what happens. But yeah, no, it's been good. Interesting. That's what I was just wondering, whether we want corn straw or not. Ask maybe ask Loss of Time and Game Check. Cornstalk, so you can use the animal monitor tool here to keep a track of all the food, and there's 197 animals. But yeah, we're running the... Yeah. Scott, do you want corn stalks or not? Yeah. Okay. That's a yes. Right. Let's figure out how to turn that on. Straw. Straw's not available for current crop. Okay, that answers that. It's not part of the map. And we're not able to get a field course. It's taking too long to load. Let's just give that a little bit longer then. Was? There's a lot to... Oh, there we go. We're only going to get 1 headland. Let's go for 2. We'll go for 3. Oh, two's it. That's right. 2's good. Right. Gave me a course and now it's not allowing me to use it. Patience, patience. Watching Liverpool's been purgatory. Luckily the Six Nations starts next week. What colour? What team do you cheer for in the Six Nations? Right, it's got a save happening at the same time. It's probably affecting it. Stuck on the screen probably, waiting for a save. That's done. I'm gonna go back to 1. I seem to find it really quickly. Then we'll see what happens. Floyd survived, he's a teenager now, so still asleep. Taking it out of him. Warmer weather testing should be interesting. Russell said it's the coldest he's ever driven in an F1 car. That will be interesting actually, to see how much of a effect the temperature has on the vehicles. I did have it sorted and now it's disappeared. See, 2. Yeah, because of the complications of the field shapes, it takes a while to scan. Alright. Put it on our own. Need some VCA is a good idea. Good idea, Mark. Very good idea. Alright, let's see how we go. Oh, there's our first fallen soldiers, missed soldiers. Yeah, and how you doing, my friend? Pleasure to see you. Wow. Well, we will just make do with what we've got. This is it's a chunky field. Very chunky field. Yeah, but courseplay I'm not driving in, it's a multiplayer server. I don't even think we've got courseplay on the... If we've got courseplay installed, probably not. Oh look, there we go. Hooray! Look at this. Hooray! Sorted. I will run a single headland, at least it means we get around the field properly. Oops, I'm sorry. I keep on banging my microphone. Couple of hours left of the workday. Well, welcome along everyone. Good to see you. I said first morning stream, first Sunday stream of the year. Starting to get back into things. There we go, 50%. Filling up fast. Nice to see a YouTuber doing a live stream again. Certainly fewer and far between, aren't they, Ian? Good though. I do enjoy live. Do enjoy a good live stream. It's such an easy thing to do. Especially with the multiplayer servers, it's easy to just jump in and out of those as and when I need to. Always something to do on them. Right, we are 64% full, we're filling up fast. Got Axelson following us around with the grain cart. I think this could... I was going to say this could be a good spot to have unloaded, but there's some pesky power lines. Sort that out. I'll sort that out now. Let's see, do I have... Okay, do have a button set up. We've got the Hori steering wheel using here, and then I've got the Thrustmaster farm stick on the side. It's a bit of a blended situation. Works really well for what I'm doing. Thrustmaster steering wheel's set up for the sim rig, so racing rig. It's a BCA, thank you, Mark. Yes. I've forgotten. Yeah, the fields are complicated. I reckon this is the kind of field you'd cut through there and you'd harvest this chunk and then instead of going the whole way around. So I reckon that's what we'll do. Take a line through here somewhere. Focus on that half. Break it into sections. Yeah, it's taking a while, isn't it? Taking a while to get lowered down. Jump in here for a second and see if I can just pump this field of view up a little. That's what he's like. I need to add that mod in that allows for varied field of views depending in cab, out of cab, etc. Now, I know I always get, well, I've been having a lot of questions lately about the map. I always chat about it during the live streams. We've got sell points. I was quite excited to sort that out last night, actually. We've got train sell points. We've got, oops, DPS on. It's in a few rows on the edge. But yeah, sell points is cool. Yeah, that's, I can see that, but I'm on guided steering. It wasn't my fault, that was the computer's fault. Technology isn't always as good as you think. Interesting. Always good. Alright, we should be able to... Since racing off on us. We've unloaded here. Yeah, so I got the sell points added in, which is great. They're kind of temporary placeholders at this stage, but at least I know the process. Shout out to Farmson Briscoe, who gave me some suggestions on how to do that. Get a look at his Saxling and Matt, how he'd done his sell points. So thank you to Briscoe for advice. Worked out really well. And custom buildings are progressing. So my plan was to try and have it as playable as possible by now, so we can start doing some testing. So I'll spend a bit of time on it today and might send it out to some chosen few over the next week, and getting some proper testing done. Liability testing. Fields work, sheds work, silos work, all of that kind of stuff. Let's see. Yeah, I know. We'll cut this field out and make it smaller. To one side. It'll work well. Pretty once it got going, the steering assist is working alright, isn't it? Make it around this corner by the looks of things. Manually do this one. And that's doing pretty good. Alright, there we go. 41,000 litres already. The yield. Good. Tell you what, a good payday on the farm might necessitate a second combine. Yeah, be an option. Briscoe's spending all his time in Blender at the moment. Yeah, I've still got lots of time to do, lots of things to do and lots of time to spend in Blender as well, so. How we get on. Right, let's just have a look here. This. See where a row is. Go like that. Like that. Right. Shop that'll open, get ourselves out of the way. Go. Hey there, Strat, how you done? Oh, here we go. Have you thought about making a tutorial about how to edit the file for Thunder's color script, or do you know if I can find a tutorial? I have never actually looked at his color scripts, to be honest. No, it's there, and I know guys like Trailer Park Farms and Legacy Egg and some of those guys use it in their mods, but I've not actually how it works. It's like Scott's busy in the grass in there. More cow chow, food for the animals. They're 50% full already. My goodness. Yeah, I could add it to the list. I've got a few things I've thought about. Alright, so the truck and the grain cart are about the same size. I'm going to have to be careful using the guidance steering around here because I've freehanded some of this. Might not line up. Keep an eye on it. Alright. Yep, that's unlagging. See how we go here. Do that. Don't want to do that. One thing I am going to try and do sometime over the next couple of weeks, I'm going to jump on a live stream on a different night. It's been a Monday night for a couple of hours. I shared some photos on Discord of a shed that I took some photos of over at Weiss family's farm, and it's a kind of hay shed. It's actually used as a calf shed at the moment. It's a bit old and rickety, and I thought the cool thing to do is jump in there and model it on Blender, see how much I can get done in 2 hours of building that shed. Get some texturing on it or whatnot, and we'll give a bit of a demo on my processes for building a building in Blender. So that's something I was quite keen to do. Just a case of finding the time. I've said a few times with kids being a bit older now, they're staying up a bit later, and summer and busy here in New Zealand with lots of activities over summer. Boys are finally almost all back to school, so getting back to some routine and normality would be nice. Haven't played 25 for months. Haven't missed it, to be honest. Hasn't grabbed you like previous versions have. Yeah, I reckon it's because of the way it launched. People didn't gravitate to it as much. It's a fascinating one. I thought there'd be a few people that would appreciate it. Like I said, the way I do things might not be the best way to do it, and yeah, but I've had a couple of placeables now go through science testing and things like that, so must be doing something right. Hey Ian, 51 months as a membership. Thank you very much, mate. It's amazing. Got the spout on the right side. Been practicing.
No, it shows it's not ready just yet on the map. Yep.
I normally have the right spout on the right side. I pride myself on trying to do it properly.
Yeah. I don't like running into
16 months with that one, Bo. uh, it'll happen, mate. It'll happen. Hey Olaf, how you doing? Great to see you, mate. Welcome along. Hope things are well for you. Hope you keep them warm. It's almost full on the other. Okay. I'm going to go back and tidy up my little mess there on the side. Still going to blame the computer for that. You start to see now that we've chopped through some of the fields, the rows in there. It'd actually be good if the rows were a little bit wider. The row spacing was a little bit wider for row crop, just to make it a little bit more obvious. Corns seems too close. It's not though, when you look at the header. Close to correct. Well, right, let's just chop that there. Run back around. This bit here. How's the steering wheel? Yeah, it's good farming. Definitely makes it
Yeah,
a lot more fun.
if you see the big field right next to the farm, how many times we drove in to save flag.
Let's put a fence up there then, Scott. Put a fence along the edge. Yeah, the steering wheel's good. I do enjoy it. It's just a pain because I do everything else on this PC to move it in and out of the way, but things like this, yeah, it's good. I like using it. Hey, Unix, how you doing? Evening to you. Good. I got a nice little I got a message last night from JFL Modding, who is responsible for the Kenworths. Let's just jump through here again. Miss a hole. Oh. And a lot of the Aussie trucks and trailers, the lusty tippers, those kind of things. And he sent me his in progress W200 Kenworth. A bit of a play around with that, a bit of a test of it for him. Good to see his vehicles and trailers and that coming back. It's chunky, it's a 300 megabyte mod. Hopefully there's going to be a little bit of optimization to be done. Big file. This is where you see the row crop really shine. Look at those rows following the curve of the waterway. Who's going to be All Blacks' new head coach? Well, that is a big question. Not me, because I don't have international coaching experience. If it wasn't for that, I reckon it could have been a shot. I think the smart money's on Jamie Joseph at the moment. Everyone else is ruling themselves out. John Mitchell signed for England again for the women's team. Van Cotter's gone over to the Blues to Queensland. Joe Schmidt's committed himself to the Wallabies through the World Cup. I think it's a little bit of embarrassing for New Zealand rugby to pick it. Most like the role's become a bit of a poison chalice and no one actually wants it. I think the problem with Mitchell is his history as the All Blacks head coach. Again, one of those cases of he was given more time, it might have been alright. Again, he was one of those players, one of those coaches I don't think was treated very well by New Zealand rugby back in the day, so a lot of water under the bridge, but isn't it amazing how you get families like the Mitchells who excel at things, because he was an All Black on his own right. And now his son Daryl is the top ranked one-day batsman in the world. Gave the Indian bowlers a bit of a tonking in the one-day series. I've given it back to us in the cricket, and the T20, sorry. Certainly a good display. Tell you what, he probably gets paid more being the women's coach for England than he would being an All Black coach, to be honest. Right, keep going. Welcome along, Brad. If you've just joined the stream, great to have you here. Nice to be back on a weekend streaming in a while. We're getting back into a bit more regular. I was going to say regularity. Regularity? Yeah. Good, isn't it? Stream with a bit more regularity. Alright, it's the headlands done. August. Right, now let's just carry on. I know I'm chopping against the way this is planted, and that kind of goes against the row crop system, but let's see, can we get this all in one go? Not quite. Let it be known, the one on the left I missed. That's because of header width. Was because of my alignment. The ones on the right was due to header width. that out of the way so it's not a hassle for accessing turning. I'm in 3 different minds about which way I should be doing this now. Some rows, saying got some straight rows. Right, let's make a mess of the field. Jump on this row, I think. Square up the edge and then we'll have some decent bits to do. Oh. If you have just joined or if you've been here for a while and haven't already, make sure you drop a thumbs up. Leave a like on the stream. That's set up nicely now, harvesting along the road direction that the road got planted. That's, yeah, what are you saying? Oh, that way there. It's kind of, where do you do this field? You either do that way or that way. Yeah, they're all planted in the direction I'm harvesting in now, from what I've seen. What do people think of Giant's roadmap they released during the week, or when was it, yesterday? Friday night, Saturday morning here in New Zealand, Friday afternoon. Not exactly anything we didn't know really. There's free content updates, always appreciated. But a lot of those are just bringing vehicles and equipment from 22 that hasn't been converted yet, which I've got to admit is a bit of a shame. It takes 16-18 months from the game launch for that to happen, let alone the date that they would have started working on those. Free content updates to me should be something unique, something new. Track map. It's nice that it's transparent and they've got it all in one spot. Yeah. And it'll be interesting to see what improvements the patches bring. Well, I'd like to think that they're at the point where the bugs are almost non-existent. I've got rid of all of those, so it's going to be improvements, performance improvements. And that's kind of where I'm interested to see the game should be going. It should be having more more of a game as service, I was going to say. I've been watching the changes that are coming to ETS and ATS, where they're making some big UI and UX changes. Is it patch 1.58? Intrigued to see where that heads. I just see that I've actually just installed ATS. Well, Bo, while you still haven't bought the season pass, have I got the deal for you? Because do you know you can use my partner link right through Giants and help support the channel. Just like that. Doesn't cost you an extra cent at all. And if you don't want to buy the whole season pass, you can buy the individual DLCs as well when they come out. That's a win-win for everyone. I thought you could. I think you can activate the season pass. I can't remember now. Don't want to say yes. I wish you could. Steam keys would be the best thing. Steam keys would be the best thing. You don't think you've ever done that? Oh, it does completely. How you doing, the Sim Guy? Good to see you. Welcome along, Yos. How are you? There's someone else who's got a partner code if you want to support them. Yos, morning. Good to see you, mate. Yeah, it's a pretty slow auger. There's a lot of corn in the top of that. Tidy that up. How you doing, Waylon? Good to see you as well. Tone Fish, any DLC you think is a must buy? So what do we get for? Let's go through and remember the next app pack, Plains and Prairies, of course Highlands Fishing, and what's the fourth one? Mind blank. Oh, the Mercedes heavy tractor. If I was only going to get one of those, I'd get the Highlands Fishing expansion. In my opinion, the best map that Giants have made. Followed by a close second in Silver Run Forest. And I think Silver Run is kind of a precursor to allow them to make bloody map like that. But yeah, if you're only going to pick up one DLC, Islands Fishing. Otherwise, let's order them. I'd go Highlands Fishing is the S tier, the premium, and then the Plains and Prairies second, Mercedes the third, and Nexat probably the fourth of them. That would be the order if you were only going to buy one, but then it's all personal preference as well. Because if you don't like smaller farming and UK style farming, then they's probably not for you. Man's got flu. Me weak. Speak soft. Suck it up, Buttercup. There you go. Whiskey and lemon honey whiskey. Some hot water. All those you don't drink. How about just lemon honey? Yeah. That would be your ranking as well, bro. You had to rank, you put Argsy last. Wow. Thanks. It sucks, because we were only doing a rank of your favourite Kiwi streamers, so for me to be last is pretty low. Pretty low. Pointless for console and 2 times agreed. fruit. Skip the honey and more water. If I told you, Mark, I don't know if you've been in the streams, I've signed up to a whiskey club where I get a whiskey a month. I don't know if you've heard that or not. I had my first one at the... When do they come? They come in early... a couple of weeks ago, sort of middle of the month. So, probably it's February. I'm looking forward to getting the next one added. Let's see what happens. Into Kentucky bourbon, Jack Daniels, finest Kentucky bourbon. It's its tagline, isn't it? Axelson and Scott are just talking in Discord about popular Kentucky alcohols. Good thing I know you're a joker. Good thing I know you're a joker, Yoss. Otherwise you might have hurt my feelings. Dokey. Ooh, what are we gonna do here? Exerson, do you want to come in? I don't want to go down a row and stuck. Actually, I don't know how. Just unload. Go too much further. You're a big whiskey nerd, Tonefish. Nice. Nice. I'm growing my experience. I wouldn't say I'm quite at nerd levels yet, but I'm wanting to get there. We can have a swap around, run a grain card. We don't have to be doing this all the time. Never know when you're actually serious. Amen to that. Amen to that. Hey Cher, how you doing? Good to see you. Happy Saturday evening. Hope you're doing well. Alright. Cool. I'm gonna have to have a look at that. If they're 116, apparently it takes an hour to do the headlands. Let's look. Oh goodness, that is a big field. Look. 220 acres. It's not obviously all. Our field's 150 acres, and we're currently in a 70 acre, so it's more than double the size of the one we're harvesting. And that's a long perimeter too. Good. Just also talking about how cheap the fields are. $230,000 for. That's the thing when a map's set up for realistic land values, which this one seems to be. It's a challenge, right? If you can have realistic land values, you need more realistic crop values. You must be joking, surely. He's seriously joking. Hope you had a good day at work, Cher. Deal sale that you would buy, give me maps with a distinct dealership and a through the years experience with each brand. Experience. So that's the thing, Giants. The problem with FarmSim and Giants is brands don't necessarily want their older equipment featured. More so because you know, they see it as a marketing exercise. So let's see the latest and greatest rather than the older stuff. That's a bit of a challenge in that regard. Intrigued with something. Look at something in a second. So it's turned around first. Now, which is what I was going to have a look at. I want to see. We're on a multiplayer server. Oh, that's interesting. So because I have this, I could actually get the black edition. So this is a giant sent me a code. This is the black edition Steiger. That you get the code for with the Ertl. But because it's installed in the back of the game, it looks like I could actually buy it and have it on the multiplayer server. Interesting. Interesting. Jeremy, how you doing, mate? Good to see you. It's 44 months as a member. Thank you very much for the support. I do really appreciate it. Gosh, that must mean if you've been a member for that much, you must have a almost 4-year-old, do you? Remember when you were first tuning into the streams and whole Argsy rules became a thing. You were getting up at silly o'clock in the morning to feed and change nipples. Beautiful minus 20 degrees C and a foot of snow there. 20 degrees Celsius. Holy moly. North Carolina. Can't pick lands. Can't pick land on Gage. The lots are so weird. They are very different. Very, very unique. Very, very unique. And a Sudbury and a Ray County. 5. Look at that. Crazy, eh? Time flies when you're having fun. Excuse me. Cab again. How you doing, Blogstar? Good to see you. Welcome along. You keeping well, mate? Nice of you sitting there looking at it. If you recall, we had how many leaders we had. Am I going to finish the field before I log off? I think we might struggle to get that done. Loving the map as well. Log. It is, yeah, it's a nice map. I've had a lot of comments on my map tour video of it though, about the row crop system and how you can access the row crop system. And I must admit, I don't like the way that Undar's set his mod downloads up now through Patreon. It's very confusing for people to navigate. A lot of people are saying, oh, you've got to pay to play the map. I'm like, no, you don't. But it's just so hard to point them in the right direction to find the mods. It's a shame. At the same time, there's nothing against doing it the way they're doing it. Just one more service you have to sign up for. Yes, you don't actually have to be signed up to download, right? Yes. No, that was always the plan, was a big grape harvest once we own that winery. I wanted to see 3 or 4 grape harvesters running up and down the side of the hill on a multiplayer server. That'd be kind of cool. So I think I talked about that when we first streamed on it and set the challenge. But yeah, they've bought the winery. It's cool. It's Truria Winery, the king of the hill. It was quite confusing and time consuming, yeah. I don't like how ingrained Patreon's become. I mean, it's just good because it provides people an avenue to support. But yeah, Patreon's different. I don't know. Become a necessary evil. I question the value people put against items as well. Considering the value of the game to then throw a mod up, or throw a subscription up, which is, you know, almost within 3 months you would have bought the game twice. It seems odd. It's up to people to make those choices in life, right? That's the thing, you don't have to use it. Use to or not. It'd be good if the required mods were all in a file download or something. So he originally had that for this map, but of course when you've got mod hub maps, mod hub mods, of course, you know, modders like to get support for that. So I think, was it this one? I think was this map? Use my buy bunkers, so and that's pushed up downloads of that for me, which is nice. The Scott, you're asking about the row crop system needs to be built into the map. Some files that need to be changed. It's a cool concept. What am I doing? Get that out. Best way to see the row crop is you look along the edge of the curved edges of the field, and you'll see the rows follow it. Yeah. Let's see. The rows follow the rows of the planter. It's like having multi-terrain angle, but like at every 1 degree just about. And then it's also the way they've made the mod is that you can have shut off on your planter so you don't overplant. Or shut off individual rows and things like that. Pretty cool. Trout River looks good. I haven't had a look at that one. Yeah, I didn't see it pop up on the mod hub, wasn't it? It's our green card. It is a J&E one. Let's over yonder into that part next. Ruin. The other thing that came out on the roadmap was the question mark. What are people, any ideas on the question mark? I speculated it might be maybe a third party mod. First third party mod for 25. Others have speculated it might be an announcement about the next mobile version of the game. Would align with previous releases in terms of the development cycle, but what do you guys think? Anyone else got an idea on what the big question mark could be? Mystery. There's definitely Gage Kentucky got re-released with row crop system in it. Not Gage, this is Gage. Ray County, sorry. I know Creek Farm. And I think there's another one or two. Hey Craig, how you doing, mate? The middle of Lake Tarawera. What are you out? You out water skiing or something? Nice and early if you were, or on a jet ski. Oh, that's even crazier. Goodness. You purposely, you were on the shore and you saw me live, and you're like, oh, I'm not going to watch him here. I'm going to go on a jet ski out into the middle of the lake. Watch it there. Impressive. Stella she has been good, mostly. Still got a habit of chewing things. That's my favourite rain jacket the other day. And it's been to FarmCon and featured in blogs, and it was bright and orange. Perfect for travelling. That was a bit of a bummer. I think because I've walked around it before, I should probably smell treats in the pocket. For her. So I can't be too upset about it. Flat as a pancake. I've got with a mate and check your phone. Nice. You have to share some photos in Discord. It's been finally had a beautiful weekend. I was naughty and got sunburnt on my shoulder yesterday. Mrs. Ainsy and I went and played golf yesterday morning and sunscreened up and everything, but of course I had a t-shirt on there, and then came home and mowed the lawns and weed whacked and stacked some firewood in a singlet and sunscreen on, so very irresponsible of me. A bit grey out there at the moment. I don't even know what the weather forecast is for today. It's good. Fine apart from areas of morning cloud, northwest is 22. Okay. Pleasant. It's alive and kicking, Craig. It was good actually. We went to a little local course. It was good. It's a good course. It's a 9-hole course. It's got 2 par 5s, 2 par 4s, and the rest. That's right. 2 4s, 2 5s, and the rest are par 3s, so 5 par 3s, which is kind of nice. good for Mrs. Argsy because she didn't feel like she had to whack the ball a long way all the time. We kind of played mode of Ambrose share where we played best ball, or it was a bit of a mixed bag. But it was good. Didn't keep score in terms of who won. Picked up the I didn't get your orange. So funny enough, she was using an orange golf ball. Yes. Of course. Might have to get some actually branded printed golf balls. Funny enough, iron is her favourite club. Yes. Of course, or of course. But like skiing though, right? You've got the ski runs and then you've got the off-piste runs. So some people just enjoy exploring a little bit. That was good. It was good. Nice to get out for a couple of hours. It was nice and quiet too. Peaceful. Like this. But like this. Right. Well, I appreciate you taking the time to sit on a jet ski in the middle of Lake Tarawera and say, look, one of the more unique spots someone's that I know of has tuned in live from. Anyone else in a more unique position than that? Bathrooms on your phone don't count. Don't need to know. Big question, Craig. Did you hit the like button while you were out there? Right. Right. Getting through it. Getting through it. It's good. Progress. Just gonna look at Craig's photos on Discord. If you're not on Discord, you can always join exclamation mark Discord will send you a link. Got all the multiplayer servers on there. It's a nice looking day. Nice, Craig. Nice bright jet ski too. This is RZ like that one. When I was sitting in the middle of the lagoon, it's so peaceful. Enjoying the live stream. Exactly. Actually, good farming if you're still there. I just see that the Liverpool Newcastle kicks off in 45 minutes, so time to finish the stream. I can go watch some football. Might FSG up too. He's overcastrian. Right. Let's get over here. Auger out. Turn it on. Rain out. Is the mod which has manual discharge, which can be used, which would be kind of cool in this situation. Actually, you can turn on and off the auger, have it out there, and it doesn't just automatically start unloading. 300 horsepower is certainly more than enough to have fun. Wow. So we've been out on my brother's jet ski over Christmas on Lake Taupo. But never on water as smooth as you're on today, so close to, but it looks like it'd be a lot of fun. You're right. No, not specifically. Have it set up for a Sunday morning. Taupo again this week. You're getting up there for work, aren't you? So your photos on Facebook from the concert last week. Good time. I had a friend who went. They inadvertently paid for the VIP tickets and ended up getting backstage. Kind of a backstage tour and things like that. Wasn't on their bingo list for this year, but enjoyed it. So go and send you that street that I want you to go and reconnaissance. What do you have to put jelly babies for? Yeah? There was a question on a quiz the other day. We've, I don't know, our local news websites do a morning and afternoon quiz, and we often didn't work. There was a question about what was a common UK sweet treat. And it was, well, the options, but yeah. Oh, it was what? It was one that, is it Marks and Spencer sell? Marks and Spencer or somewhere like that have a specific candy. Yeah, have fun, mate. Enjoy. It's like you're gonna have a great day out. Hope you've got sunscreen on. Stages are a rate of low signature show. Percy Pigs, that's the one. Yes. Was that Marks and Spencer's share? Was I correct in that? I remember exactly where it was. Don't think you can send them through customs. I think you probably can send jelly babies through customs. Sweets, you can send sweets overseas. New Zealand's pretty good with that, I think. These last weeks. We've actually got a shop in town that does imports UK foods. Where you store the empty road case. I'm gonna say where you store the roadies. Oh. You rock stars, you're all the same. Yeah, so Scott's out mulching, saying it only mulches the bit where there's no construction. Not ideal, but still give it a little bit of a bonus to it. So, off row there on the left. Tidy. And we'll take a look at the map. Still quite a big chunk in there, isn't it? Get that done, and we'll be able to run around the headlands. Wondered why my son just ran out, because he's watching. Chelsea and West Ham are playing, and Chelsea come back from 2-0 down. Real fans would have been watching the whole game, Amon. Even like I said, real fans would have been watching the whole game.
Yeah, and then see inside scores. I was watching on my phone.
Go away.
I watch all the games.
Obviously not.
Wow. Oh, man, new games have you watched?
Go away. So it was 2-0 at half time, so decided not to come in and watch the game. Waits till they get to 3-2 up, and he's like, oh, I was watching. Great game from Chelsea. Just hear the excuses. Well, you've got a teenager now, Bo, get used to it. But they did it before teenagers too. I don't think it's just being a teenager generates. I'm guessing. 40 trips. Amon, can you come and open the door for Stella, please?
Why?
So what? In the game?
Yeah. That was my aura. He was like, that was Jack.
Kids on live stream, that'll be hilarious. I don't know what they're doing wrong when they're driving a combine, and I bet you I guarantee they were doing it right. It's been fun. I've enjoyed actually just sitting here, going back and forth in a combine. Benta, hello Stella. Hey. You. Want to come and say hello or not? Be able to pick you up? I don't know how I'll be able to pick you up. There she is. Want to drive? You want to drive? You do. Put your paws on the steering wheel. Hey? What do you think? You reckon you'd be a farm dog? No? Okay. Oh, sorry. Also the cuteness. Oh, where are we going? Alright, you're going where I wanted you to. Here we go. She's not bad, is she, Chair? Not bad. Floridan, hello. First stream I'm actually watching live in the US, and you usually stream when you're asleep. Well, I'm glad you're able to catch me live. I normally have streamed at this time on what'd be a Saturday for you, Sunday morning New Zealand time. I have done these for a long time, but with the summer break and whatnot, this is the first one for 2026. But I will be live most Sundays at this time for the next wee while, so hopefully you'll be able to catch me anymore. Really enjoying the class build. Yeah, so am I actually. It's going really well. Taking a long time, but we'll keep boxing on with it, soldier on, and get it done. I should, that could be a job actually to do this afternoon, is like the remotes and put some batteries in that and actually test everything functions. Thank you, Hanson. Just a little bit here, and I add it to the list. What sides he missed. Good morning, Brett. How you doing? Good to see you. Give me another coffee, please.
Yeah, from the fight on the West End Space. Turkey. Coffee, perhaps. What colour?
The Paris one's the white and black. Cute. Yeah. Pleased to hear it, mate. Pleased to hear it. Now we were talking, on live stream on Wednesday night, we were talking about the little, actually, after looking for the Ertl farming simulator case quad track, so I bit the bullet on, actually after the stream? After the stream, I bit the bullet. I was chatting with Mrs. Prof. She reckoned that for her to ship, to buy them in the US, get them shipped to her and then on shipped to New Zealand would have been pretty expensive based on her experiences with just shipping within the States, so with the bullet, and have ordered a couple for myself. Hopefully, well, they are on their way. I've already had confirmation, shipping confirmation. I'm sure he'll be here in a week. So I'm quite excited about that. Need to get down, be able to put it next to the contract I got when I was in Racine. Black one too. Slowly growing my little tractor collection, whether it's Lego or diecast. Might be time to get some more, another cow barn though of some sort, because you're at max capacity of the one you've got. Yeah. Get free and own it. 1,500 acres was the challenge we set for this one. Apparently we're halfway on the acreage, possibly. I realised the land was so cheap on this map, I probably would have set a slightly higher challenge on the amount of land. Hopefully, No Creek will be hard at work on his new No Creek map, and that might be our next map on the server. This one's done. Just add some. I can, of course I can. Yeah. Joys of being the investor management changed the goalposts on everyone. Hey mom, where's my coffee? Ah, okay. It's got the money to buy the land. Alright. Isn't it crazy we've much spent 2 hours to harvest this? What is this field in total? It's a 71 acre field, so what have we harvested? Maybe 30 acres? 30 acres there, 40 acres there. Oh, we might have actually been halfway. That doesn't take much out, does it? Stand by that. 30 acres done, 40 to go. Still another good couple of hours though. Combining in here. Lots of productions. We'll keep an eye on, I think, No Creek Farms, which I think he's making that a 4 times map, will be a row crop system, will be the logical successor to this map. So keep an eye. Oh, in progress with that. Maybe we run this map a little bit longer. Will do. How you done, Miss? Good morning. Mr. Big Spot. I did that just for you. Like, Nizam will be here. I need to give him something to complain about. Go. Done. Ah, you lucky sausage. Still in Invercargill. Living the dream. Right. Lift this up. Get out. Go. Alright, let's head back down the other end and we'll get on the other side. I tried Sudbury, Ontario row crop version. I have not. Sunfish. Something else to look at. Good have a look at that one. It's all about. This is why I'm only going 8 miles per hour. Speed limit, I'll turn everything off. What's that? Oh, it's because it was... Truck's getting a service and a wash. Okay, nice. It's Chinook in Invercargill too, is he? It's on the harvested part, it's the slowest. Back it up. Might be the fact it's 50% full hopper and all of that too. Alright, let's get this opened up. Goes. Really pretty map. Okay. Who's the modder for that one? Tonefish. That's Canadian Phoenix. Gotcha. Looking at his pitch page video. If we're going to get some corn out the top of the hopper at this rate, operating on this sort of angle, so not going to be able to unload very easily, are we? Deceptive slope in these little areas. Not much of an elevation change, but there is. Truck all in it. That's right, it's an awkward corner to unload on. Well, it's been nice to be back into it on a Sunday morning. Nice to see some different faces that I've missed who can't join the Wednesday night streams. Thank you everyone who's taken the time to sit down and watch, or stop your jet ski and watch, as the case may be with Craig out in the middle of Lake Tarawera on a jet ski. Sunday morning. Wasn't on my bingo list for this year, that's for sure. What's happening with our field? Yep, can do. Can do. Chop this into another chunk. Can't see that. J Farms, thank you for subscribing. Much appreciated. Right, where are we going? Backwards. Back it up. It's quite deceptive when you're at an angle with the tall crop where your lines are. It looks like you're well offset, but because they're at ground level, not at top of crop level. Yeah, far away. Far away, J. I'll do my best to answer it. I might not know the answer. You could do, Scott. Yeah, far away, at the moment. How did you get the corn stalks and how did you get the mods for the map? I can't find them. So there's no corn stalks on this map. So that's we tried that earlier. But if I press straw, is not available for current crop type, so we can't do can't drop corn stalks for this one. But all the mods, there's a link in the description for Gage Field's Facebook page, not Facebook page, website, and from there there's links to all the mods. This website's fantastic. The way you did that was so good for downloading mods. Now the only one that I know a lot of people have complained about finding, and we talked about it a little bit earlier on the stream, on here, was the row crop system from Thunder. Now you do have to register and have an account for Patreon, but you do not have to pay to subscribe to his Patreon. He has a free level, a free tier of subscription, and through that free tier you can access, download any of his publicly released mods. And there's some, I gotta admit, it's hard to navigate, it's very difficult to find, but there is a post I think from the 6th of December which released the last public version of the row crop system. That's one you'll need to find to access that, and the precision farming configurator I think is the same. Oh, the corn stubble, that's just built into the map. You don't have to do anything for this. Corn stubble, crop destruction, all that's what's in the map by default. So nothing special, nothing unique on that front. some maps have the corn stuff. I think this is... thing. Thinking, I think the texture is a prefab. Improved corn textures. Destructible stubble that was released on the 12th this month. 12th of January. But yeah, there's so modders are able to do it as well. Anyone can add it into the map because there's some prefabs that have been released on the mod hub to add in. Very good. Yeah, no, you're all welcome. Go Farms, happy to help. Thank you for being so polite about the way you asked your question coming in here. I know people are a little bit more blunt, ruder. Appreciate that too. We'll pick that bit up if we do the end rows. Do the up and down. I love having using the toggle on the arm stick to be able to turn the rows on and off. So I push up on one of the little toggles to put them on and off, and then down on the same toggle to activate and deactivate. So handy. That's right, and I can't remember if I've got a shortcut for that. Hanson. For anyone who wants to join the server. No. Join, exclamation mark join. Anyone's wondering how to go about joining a multiplayer server, you can exclamation mark and join, and tells you all about how to do that. Hello, Chinook. How you doing? What is going on here? Chinook, how are you, mate? Good to see you. You been lurking, or are you just facing the day? Or are you at work? Ah, crying out loud. I'm not doing a very good job with this, am I? It's amateur hour here at the moment. It's my time to change operator. It's looking nice, mate. I hope you're good. Things going well for you at the moment. Did you manage to sort out your overlays you were? But did you manage to get your overlays working? We were talking about the other day. You about that? Just lurking in the shadows. Okay. You can test them in Streamlabs. There's a button you can press that will test them, and it'll push a dummy alert out to OBS. Do it that way too, which is kind of handy. I'm not going to be working back as a one operator on this at this rate. Are you streaming tonight? Doing a bit of flying? I had another thought, Chinook, if we can't get a multiplayer flight going on, maybe we could do a ETS or ATS convoy. You got ATS? So, and I'll finish doing the headlands. I'll get back around to the edge of the field. Nice. Yeah, I'll try and do that at some stage. Playing around with it. Gosh, it took me ages to get the. I hadn't used ATS with the steering wheel one. It took me ages to get it all set up. It turned out there was a conf. I couldn't use the. Couldn't use the analog sticks to steer to change my view to look. It turned out there was a config setting that had head tracking turned on, enabled by default. So, is there others out there too who might have American Truck Simulator or do a convoy on at some stage, something a bit different? I've never done it, so. Funny story, Axelson. I go into service and do it on purpose, just to annoy Hanson. There's nothing more fun than... Ooh. Ah! That is the wrong button. Lift the header rather than out the auger. Like I said, it's time for a new combine operator. Oh, but yeah, no, I do it on purpose. I don't think I've got a keybind for it. See, Hanson's clearly not listening to the stream now. He didn't react. So I reckon it was Hansen did it because Hansen did it because he was sleep deprived and tried to punch someone. Did what? See, he wasn't listening properly until he heard his name. Had AD turned on. You were sleep deprived and you had recording turned on for AD while you were doing contracts on the server, and there were a whole lot of superfluous AD lines, and then tried to blame someone else for it. Justin, see, that's what a guilty person would say, Hanson. Right. Don't get defensive, Hanson. I'm just joking. I know you would. Alright, let's see. Alright, I think my work here is done. I've made enough of a mess of this field, and I'm operating this combine as efficiently as I could. So it's time to jump out and hand it over to someone else to carry on with. Okay, we'll park up on top of the hill here. Turn that off. Everything off. We'll jump out, leave it there. So, let's just have a quick squiz. Go like this and jump up into elevated state. There we go. We've chopped out a decent amount of that, haven't we? Still, a good chunk of the field to go. It's a good way actually to do these fields, break them up. That's it. Good fun. We're going over and have a look. This is the big field. This is this field on the farm. Very impressive. A lot of work gone into that. This field to do, this field to do. Busy times, lots of grass, mowing, all this grass. And here, in the animal pasture, so mowing around the animals. Hopefully not through too many. But yeah. There you go. This is Gage, Kentucky. So open to anyone. If you want to come in and join, all our servers are. I'll be putting a post up on Facebook at some stage in the next few days, just highlighting what our servers are and inviting others to come and join. So hopefully we can get some new players. If you haven't logged in, I highly recommend going and checking out that multiplayer video that I did on how to join the servers. But yeah, there we go. I'm going to wrap things up. Thank you to Axelson, Lots for Time / Scott and Rex for helping out today, joining in on the server. Well, I'm going to say he's helping out. Scott's Lots for Time spent a lot of time on the server. He's basically running this along with Kiwi Scott as well. So thank you to those two gentlemen for all their hard work, and everyone else who's logged in and given them a hand over the last month. It's pretty cool to see how much it's grown. There is a challenge, 1,500 acres owned. We might clarify that because it's certainly growing a lot faster and quicker than I ever expected it would. So it's very cool to see though. It's a cool farm. Look at from up here. It's just nice looking around and going, do we own that field? We do. Oh, it's just nice sort of sitting up here and looking at the variety of the farmlands and fields that we own and are running. So thank you everyone. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate you all being here today. It's nice to be back on a Sunday morning. I hope you have all enjoyed it. If you haven't already dropped a thumbs up, please make sure you do. I was looking to see if there was any other farm sim streamers on at the moment who I could send you all over to, but there doesn't really seem to be anyone. So just have to end things there. I'm sure got something else you could go on and do. So once again, thank you all very much. Have a good rest of your weekend. We'll be live on Wednesday night from Nala Creek again with more combine building. So if you want to tune in and catch some of that, it'd be great to see you there. If not, have a good rest of your weekend. Have fun, and we'll see you again soon. Bye.